Thousands of people suffer from anxiety every day. If you're one of those people, this video series can help you gain control of anxiety so that you feel calm, confident, in control in any given situation. Hi, I'm George Swan. When my clients come to see me here at my Sydney clinic, the ones that are suffering from anxiety, what I found is that they're all doing the same thinking patterns, which is driving the anxiety, which is causing the anxiety. And some of these thinking patterns are going to be similar to what you're probably doing. They are uncomfortable with uncertainty and fearful of the unknown. They worry. They worry too much. They worry about things they can't control. They worry about things that they can't change. They're entertaining negative thoughts, which aren't useful for generally safe situations. They jump to the worst case. In future scenarios that are coming up for them, and they play those scenarios in their mind, and they see things going wrong. They tend to have a negative, critical inner voice, so they talk to themselves. Their self-talk is generally negative or critical or harsh towards themselves, and that voice highlights their mistakes and the things that are going wrong in their life. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to quickly control anxiety so that you regain your calm, confident self. I myself at one stage suffered from anxiety, and I was experiencing panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and at the time I didn't realize that I picked up these ways of thinking, the thinking patterns that I mentioned earlier, the negative thinking, the harsh, critical, negative voice, and the worrying. I picked these up from people around me, my parents, my siblings, my culture. And I realized after I went through this process that I'm going to be going through a few over these next few videos, that wasn't me, it was actually just the way I was going about it inside my head that was causing the anxiety. So, not only did I use hypnosis to reprogram my way of thinking and overcome anxiety myself, I've now helped thousands of clients overcome anxiety here at my Sydney clinic. Most of my clients come to me thinking that they need to be cured from anxiety, as if it's a disease, as if there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. We just need to reset your internal alarm system. Just like a car alarm that's getting set off by a gust of wind, we still need that car alarm to go off if the thief is still in the car. But we know a gust of wind is not dangerous, it's fine. So we still need to feel anxious from time to time. It can be useful. There are situations where in emergencies, in dangerous situations, whether it be in a modern city like Sydney or out in nature, it can be useful to feel anxious from time to time. That's fine. In addition to this video series, I've also created a more in-depth program to help you overcome anxiety. Here's what some of our clients are saying about our online program.
I was suffering with anxiety, which I had been suffering for over a decade. It makes you really feel like you're dependent on other people. It just makes you feel like, you're very vulnerable because and just not being able to do basic things like, taking my kids to school and picking them up, or going and getting groceries. I always had to wait for my husband to do that, or I had to ask friends if I wanted to go out whether I could get a lift, and it just really it just wasn't really helping me sort of progress in my life, I found. And I felt that it was sort of keeping me back from doing the things that I wanted to do.
Absolutely, I can imagine. After working with George, what has been some of the results for you?
Absolutely, I was so absolutely amazed. As soon as I'd finished my session with George, within 2 or 3 days, I was sitting in the car and I was ready to start driving. I just couldn't believe the anxiety had just left me. It was just the most amazing thing I've ever felt.
So, how do we control anxiety when it comes up for us? The best and quickest way is to use the aware principle. So this aware principle is something that you have to do consciously, and I do have the online program which I mentioned earlier, and the online program will embed this way of thinking into the unconscious mind so that you just do it naturally. But for now, say I'll give you a way to control it consciously. Use the aware technique. So aware, what does it stand for? The first letter in aware is accept. Accept the anxiety. When you feel it, it's okay. Don't fight it, don't battle it. When it comes on, accept the feeling. Accept all your emotions as they are in that moment. That's fine. W is watch yourself. Watch yourself as if you're watching yourself from the outside, as if you're detached from yourself. And what you'll notice is when you start to experience your experience by watching yourself, you'll notice that it always starts usually around here, around the solar plexus, around the stomach area, because here's where you have the adrenal glands. And what you'll notice also is just before you felt that, you probably had a negative thought, or you probably was imagining some type of situation going wrong, and that would have preceded the feeling. That would have then induced the feeling to come on. So accept, watch. The next stage is act as if you're calm and confident. Now I know if you could do that, you probably wouldn't be watching this video series, and that's fine. What we mean here is we can change our posture and we can change our breathing so that we can change our emotional state. Okay, so what's the best posture for your body to feel calm, confident? Best posture would be a nice posture, strong posture like this, which generally they call the power stand. So it's your hands on your hips, and when it comes to the breathing, you're going to do a breath where the out breath is longer than the in breath. So if we breathe in for 3 and out for 5, making the out breath longer than the in breath. So changing that posture, if you notice yourself forward, maybe slouching, shoulders forward or up, you'd want to definitely pull yourself back, shoulders back and down, head on the horizon, and hands on your hips. Doing this for 2 to 3 minutes and doing the breathing with it. In for 3, out for 5, making the out breath longer than the in breath. That releases the relaxation hormones, which then flow through your body and take you into a nice, calm, confident state. So here we're using our posture and our breathing to change our emotional state. A is accept, W is watch. The next A is act as if. R is repeat. Repeat the breathing, repeat the power stand. Do it for 2 to 3 minutes and you feel nice, calm, confident, in control. E is expect the best. Your unconscious mind, it needs a target to aim for in the future. So if you imagine things going right for you in the future, as a strategy, that'll take you much further than if you do the opposite, which is catastrophizing, which is doing the worst case. So essentially when someone does worst case thinking, they're preempting themselves to feel that way, to feel the anxiety in that situation that comes up for them. So in Eastern culture, they call this self-fulfilling prophecy. In Western science, we now know that our expectation plays a big part in how things turn out in the future. So generally you get what you expect. Now, obviously that doesn't always happen, and that's fine. But as a general rule, if you do more optimistic, positive, expecting the best type thinking, as a strategy, that'll take you much further than doing the opposite, which is negative, catastrophizing, worry. So that's the aware principle. Obviously you have to do that consciously for it to work. Now, I've got an online program which uses trance hypnosis to embed that way of thinking into the unconscious mind so that you just naturally do it. And there's obviously other stuff in there included in the course to tackle some of the other stuff that we talked about earlier, such as negative thinking, the critical voice, worry, and catastrophizing. I hope this video has helped you. If it has, leave a comment below, or if you have a question, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Keep a lookout for my next video as part of this series, and remember, trust your gut, do the things that make you feel most alive, and stay positive. Thank you.